Hello, I'm Dan, and this is part 2 of a two-part tutorial on how to set up and play an online multiplayer game of my game, The Octagon Theory. And from now on, I'll refer to the Octagon Theory as TOT. In part 1, I showed you how to set up a multiplayer game for 2 players. And this is as far as we got. The game is set up and ready to go. Right now, I'll describe the board to you. As you can see, Tokyo Dan, that's this player here. This is the Mac version of the game, which comes with multiplayer if you enable it. Tokyo Dan is up. His color is blue, and the board is blue to show that it's his turn. The other player is Webb. His color is red, and this is him over here. This is the Webb build, which normally doesn't have multiplayer enabled, but I enabled it for this tutorial today. Up here you see a turn counter, which is 27. There's 27 turns in this board. For example, Tokyo Dan will take a turn, Webb will take a turn, then the turn counter will decrease by 1. When the turn counter reaches 0, the player who has the most pieces, these are the pieces down here, the player who has the most pieces on the board will win. And the piece count will show up in these player marks here, player avatars or whatever you want to call them. Okay, there's no time in multiplayer board games. There's no timer. Okay, there's only turns. Okay, this is the pause button, and this is the quit button. You don't want to use those right now. Down here you can see the pieces that we'll be placing on the board. You have the 1 piece, and you have an unlimited number of 1 pieces. You have the 2 piece, you only have 7 of these. You have the 4 piece, which can attack in 4 directions at the same time. You only have 2 of these. And you have the 8 piece, which you only have 2 of these also. And all these pieces, except for the 8 piece, can be rotated by clicking or tapping on them. And you got these handles, and then you can rotate the piece to face the direction in which you want to attack the opponent's pieces. The 1 piece attacks in 1 direction at a time. The 2 piece attacks in 2 directions at a time. The 4 piece attacks in 4 directions at a time. The 8 piece, since it already attacks in 8 directions at a time, cannot be rotated. Okay. And the idea of the game is to knock your opponent's pieces off the edge of the board or into the black holes. So when you place a piece, you want to stay as far away from the edges or the black holes as possible. So I'm going to select my 1 piece here, and it doesn't matter what rotation I use because there's no one to attack right now. And I'm going to place him in a safe position, which is right in the middle of the board. Right here, far away from the black holes and the edges. And you do that by tapping or clicking once in any of the positions. You tap or click once. You can move them around as long as you only tap or click 1 time on these positions. And if you want to change the rotation, what you do is, I made a mistake. I clicked and tapped him twice, and that finalized his position. But let's show you with the Webb player over here. So I'm going to click or tap the 1 piece. I'm going to find a nice safe place to place him. I'm going to place him right here by clicking or tapping 1 time. And I can move him around by clicking or tapping 1 time. If I want to change the rotation, let's say I want to attack this guy up here and move him closer to the black hole so I can force him off the board or into this black hole the next turn, what I will do is click off the board to deselect him, click the 1 piece again, get the proper rotation, place him up here by clicking or tapping once, and to finalize my move, Webb's move, I'll click on him again. Click or tap on him again. That will finalize his move. Move Tokyo Dan's piece down here to this position and end my turn. The turn counter will become 26, and Tokyo Dan's turn will come up. So I'm going to click or tap 1 more time to finalize my position. Okay, as you can see, let's go back to Tokyo Dan's view over here. As you can see, there are two pieces on the board. One web piece, one Tokyo Dan piece. You can see the counters in here. Okay? And we're down to 26 turns now. Okay, to just, it's still early in the game. I'm going to try just playing it safe by using this one piece because there's, I never run out of one piece. So I'm going to place him in a safe position, far away from the edges of the board and the black holes. Click or tap once to place him. Click or tap the second time on the piece to finalize the position and move to Webb's turn. And as you can see, it's Webb's turn again. Both players can see this because the Webb's marker is flashing and the board has turned red, which is Webb's color. Okay, Webb, I'm going to place him down here. Click twice to finalize. Click the second time to finalize. Okay, I'm going to move Webb. I'm going to attack Webb and knock him into the black hole so you can see what happens when I knock him into the black hole. To do that, I'm going to select my one piece. Rotate him in this direction. I'm going to put him right here. When you see this, that's going to decrease his piece count to 1 and increase my piece count to 3 because it's going to kill him. Watch what happens when I click or tap the second time on Tokyo Dan's piece. There we go. 3 of Tokyo Dan's pieces, 1 of Webb's piece. So when the turn counter reaches 0, whoever has the most pieces on the board is the winner. And about strategy, since you only have 7 2 pieces, 2 4 pieces, and 2 8 pieces, you don't want to use them until you get well into the game because you'll run out of them pretty quickly. And these pieces, the number of these pieces will change according to the size of the board and how many black holes there are. So every board will have a different number of these pieces, the 2 piece, the 4 piece, and the 8 piece. Okay, let's use the 2 piece here to show you, I'm going to use Webb's 2 piece to show you how this works. Right now we have 2 of Tokyo Dan's pieces right here. So I'm going to place my 2 piece, the Webb's 2 piece, right in the middle of him to force him outward. This is not going to work too well because it's going to force him to a safer position here, but it's going to force this piece to a more unsafe position because it's getting closer to the edge of the board. I just want to show you how this works. I'm going to move 2 pieces at one time. Click once to place him. Click the second time to finalize. Okay, here we are very far into the game. As you can see up here, there are only 5 turns left. The board has started to fill up a bit. And I kind of set it up. You'll probably never see a game like this in the real world, but I set this up so you can see how to use the 4 and 8 pieces and the 2 pieces and things like that. So it's now Tokyo Dan's turn. And let me look for a good position where I can get the most bang for my buck, where I can knock most of the Webb's pieces off the board. I have 22 pieces on the board right now. Webb has 21 pieces. So I see, let me see, I see here, and I can actually, let me see, knock him. I can, is that a good situation? I can knock, if I place a piece right here, I can knock this guy off the board, and I can set him up to be knocked off the board the next time. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to rotate this to this angle, place him here. It's going to knock him off the board, him out. So I'll decrease him by 1, increase me by 1, and I'll have 23, he'll have 20. So let's do that. Okay, like I said, I have 23 has 20. Okay, let's go over here and play Webb's turn. So let me see, what can I do here? Wait a minute, what's this here? This looks like a good position. I can either play 2 here. I can knock 2 off the board here. 1 there and 1 there. Or I can play a 4 piece. I'll play this 4 piece. I can force him out 1. I can knock him off the board, knock him off the board, and knock him off the board. Let me see. I'm going to save that for a later move. I'm going to use the 2 piece here too and knock 2 guys off the board here. And that will give me 21 and it'll decrease him by 220. It'll tie us. Let's use that. Okay, as you can see now we're tied. Let's see what Tokyo Dan, what I can do to change this. Let me see here. If I place, let me see, a piece here, a 4 piece here, have no effect because there's no one over here. I'll knock him over there, knock him up, knock him down. What if I use the 8 piece? He's got a lot of people on the edge here. I can do a lot of damage to him here. If I place an 8 piece here, I can, let me see, knock this guy off the board. I mean, the power passes through. It always goes to the edge opponent's piece to force him off the board. If he's blocked, it'll do nothing. If I place a piece here, it'll do nothing in this direction because this red piece is blocked by my own piece. If I place this 8 piece here, I can knock this guy off the board, this guy off the board, this guy off the board, this guy off the board. I can force him up 1, and I can knock him off the board too. So it looks like a lot of action there. Let's try that. Select the 8 piece. There's no rotation. I'm going to just force him here, and that's going to knock, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces off the board. That'll decrease him down to 16, I think. Let's try that. 1, 2. Wow, a lot of action here. Well, I didn't see it. There's a piece up here I knocked into the board. So I got 7 of his pieces in 1 shot. 15. So I'm way ahead of him now of 22. And we still got 4 turns in the game. Let's go and play Webb's piece here. Let's use that 4 piece to try to gain some ground here for Webb. I'm going to place him right here. Let's go. Knock him over there. Knock him off the board, him off the board, and him off the board. So I decrease Tokyo Dan's count by 3 down to 19. I'll increase my count by 1 up to 16. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now it's 19 to 15. It's getting better. Okay, now it's Tokyo Dan's move. How many pieces can I knock off here? Let me see. I still got 1 8 piece and 2 4 pieces. Can I use a 4 piece? There's only 3 turns in the game, so maybe I want to use these to the maximum now. So what can I do with the 8 piece? I can set him. I want to knock as many people off the board as I can right now. So if I do this, it'll knock only 1 person off the board if I place him here. If I place him here to force him out, not so many good moves here. I'm just gonna use the 8 piece. What the heck, and get a lot of action here. Move everyone closer to the edge of the board, so maybe the next move I'll be able to kill more of him. But I'm way ahead of him anyway, so nothing to worry about. Okay, let's go back and play Webb's turn here. If you click in a bad place, you get a warning there. Okay, I got one more. Let me see. What can I knock off here? What has he got close to the edge of the board? Not too many, not too many. I can get him. If I use an 8 piece here, Oh, that looks good. If I use this 8 piece right here, I can move him up 1, kill him, move him down 1, and kill him. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 kills. That'll take Tokyo Dan down to 17 and put me up to 17. Tie. Let's try that. Where did I say? Right here? No, right here. Yeah. Finalize it. Okay, we're 17 to 17 now. 2 more turns in the game. Okay, how can Tokyo Dan recover? See, as you can see, we're down to no more 8 pieces. I used the last 8 piece on both for both Tokyo Dan and Web. Okay, let's use the 4 piece again. Yeah, let's see if we can use the 4 piece. How many guys? Right there, can't knock. Can I knock one guy off there? Can I knock one guy off here? But I can set him up by pushing him out to the edge. I can set him up for the last move. I'm not trying to win the game. I'm just trying to show you how to play it. So I'm just going to place him there. Okay, now it's 18 to 16. Okay, what can I do here? Anything close to the edge of the board? I'm just going to knock this one off the board here. I still got this guy here, though. I should use him somewhere. I can't see any good places to use him, though. I'm just going to push this guy off the board here. We're tied again. Okay, we got one more turn. Can we break the tie? How many guys can I knock off the board here? Right there. 2. I can knock 2. That's probably my best move right there. I can knock 2 off the board with my 4. I don't even have to rotate it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place him right there, knock 2 off. That'll increase me by 18, send him down to 15. Okay, here's the last move of the game. Can I knock 2 of his off and increase mine by 1 just to tie the game? So I got this 8 guy right here. I'll knock him off, won't knock 2 off him, no. Force him out. I got 1, this is the last move, so I gotta knock as many pieces off the board as I can. That will only get 1, that will only get 1. This will only get 1 in that direction. Looks like this is my only move. There it is. Okay, Tokyo Dan wins 17 to 16. You can see that. Game over. And that's how you play the Octagon Theory. Thank you.